Hello guys, Charles here bringing you another video. We're gonna have some Pokemon news to go over, so let's get started. So it's been a while since I did my last Pokemon video. I've been having some family things to do, so let's just jump right on into it. Nintendo Life was having an article on the motion controls that was for the Let's Go games, and we're just gonna jump right in. So it's according to them. In the Let's Go games, the motion controls will be mandatory requirement for catching your beautiful collection of Pokemon. The news came from Eurogamer, who claimed that he received a statement confirming that the actions required to capture the Pokemon in the game. Of course, we've already seen that throwing motion used when playing the game in dock mode, but this information tells us you'll need to use some type of movement when playing in handheld. In handheld mode with both Joy-Cons attached, you are required to move around to aim, but you need to press a button to throw the Pokeball, which, it's not touchscreen like the smartphone, but the Switch is quite behavior than your smartphone. A little bit heavier, than your smartphone. This means that if you're playing with the new Pokemon Let's Go titles while on the go, even in an awkward place like the public transport and like that, you'll have to require to move the console around. If only decides to line up your throw. So basically, you're doing like this with the freaking what do you call those? The little not the D-pad, but the oh my goodness, I know what I'm trying to call it. But the little stick thing on for the Joy-Con, you use those and then just kind of flick it like that with the little. I know what it's called. I know what it's called. I can't think of it right at this moment. But those are what you use on the side of the Joy-Cons, and then you do that, flick it. But you have to aim it. But you have to move around to aim it, which is going to get annoying for people. But this is, you can read the whole thing there. I mean, I just kind of went over what the major point of this is. So we're gonna move on to the next thing. So we have this guy named what is his name? I'm sorry. Stop doing it. Poke Ninja. Yep. Okay. Poke Ninja bought this little guy that we saw some months ago, actually. Some months ago. And like this little guy right here is gonna be a Toitum, which is basically a game that's like on the style of Pokemon, but it's not exactly Pokemon. They have their own little type chart and all that stuff. They already reached some of their goals already. I haven't looked recently, so we can go on there now and see what. But he bought this guy from the actual guy that made this little fake art for the actual Gen 8 games, when we were actually speculating on what the Pokemon in Gen 8 will look like. We haven't got the real started yet because the game is not coming in 2019, yeah. The second half of 2019, which means that we have a long wait before we actually get our starters. And this was kind of like one of those fake starters that came up. Oh, is it real? Is it not real? They were looking pretty good, and they were looking so real that some people believed that they were real. But like I told y'all before, take everything with a grain of salt, but keep an open mind about things. But now that since we kept an open mind about things, we actually get a actual Pokemon turned into a Toitum in a game Toitum. So that's kind of cool. So at this moment, the website on Toitum have raised a lot of money, and there goes some gameplay right there. And as you can see, it kind of resembles in a bit Pokemon wise when you come into the battles and stuff and all that stuff, but this is they got the Adventure Begins, the Nuzlocke mode, the arcade bar. For mini games, you have the new mythical that they added in, the mounts. Now they got the Nintendo Switch money. Now they have the replay system. So all thing left is the clubs and the in-game tournaments they haven't got yet, which they're gonna try to reach next. They have starter packs. They have plushies as well. I mean, seriously, they're going all out. Printing maps, painted statue. So they're gaining money. Yeah, meter totem, you know, you have your types, you have your regular fire, water, grass there, and then you have the rest of them being what do you call them? What do you call them? Neutral, fire, water, nature. They actually call it nature instead of grass. I'm sorry. They call it nature instead of grass. They have electric, earth, mental, wind, digital. Digital probably somewhat on the side of technology wise. Crystal, I have no idea what that is. Maybe Crystal was like the dragon in this game. Toxic, most likely somewhat of an element of poison. Earth was the element of rock. Mental, I can pre-assume that mental will be something like a ghost slash psychic type thing. Electric, kind of straightforward what it is. Nature is going to be the bug and probably grass. Wind is going to be definitely flying types in this game. Melee is most likely going to be the fighting types. So I mean, neutral is probably most likely going to be like the normal types in this game. So every one of them, like, they speak for themselves because you can kind of tell it's on the similar style, but it's not the exact same word. Mental, psychic, what psychic comes to mind, or you can say ghost. But I feel like some of these types are mixed in with each other, like the ghost and psychics mixed in. The actual digital now, Porygon, I feel like would be somewhat like a digital type in this game, but it's not the same thing. So basically, you have your normal types that are separate from the technologies this time around. So you just kind of have that there, and yeah, the combat skill, it's on the same similar style. I just think that this could be that it could rival Pokemon if they know how to utilize it right, but some people think it's not gonna. It's a co-op adventure. It's like an MMO. You get to run around, see people in the world. You get to do housing. So Pokemon kind of already did this with the secret bases and stuff, customization. Competitive, online, all that stuff. Island creatures telling you about which ones. About the islands and all that stuff. So yeah, and then you have your so-called type gym leaders type things that they have in this game, and basically now they have actually the platforms they're gonna put it on: Steam, Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One. They're trying to go for those. That's what they're trying to go for. So Toitum, playing it on the go is gonna be definitely a big hit for me, but I don't know if this is gonna fail. They already got the Kickstarter going, and this is where how they're trying to release it. Now, some people say they're releasing it too far. Too similarly to Pokemon, and trying to release it between November, which November releases are for Pokemon usually, and then somehow like in August they try to reveal stuff. So having that August date there when the Gen 8 game mostly gonna come out, or maybe when November when the actual Let's Go games drop, it's kind of a hard time for them to actually, gonna be probably maybe a hard time for them because it's kind of similar on the similar style. But since people are willing to pay for it, and this game is gonna be something on the style of Pokemon, and having that there is gonna be amazing because people are gonna be able to play this on PC. PC players, they know. So, I'll probably get it for Nintendo Switch and maybe PC later on when I get myself a PC, instead of using my phone or camera like I've been doing, and when I get a PC, I do have in-game captures and stuff like that, make it easier for myself. Moving on. There's their type chart, like I was saying. They actually have it on their website as well. So they're basically saying they're showing you a type chart so you can get ready to, do combat and stuff. There was a YouTube video for the Let's Go games at E3. They showed some gameplay. Hold on, guys. So they showed off some gameplay on how to catch the Pokemon. They actually started off in Viridian Forest, walked around a bit, saw how some of the Pokemon do pop out the grass. This game is gonna be good for what it is. It's kind of like this side game we have. I can't show it because in its full glory because but this is Viridian Forest. So you have your Viridian Forest. You got a Pikachu when it gets a bug catcher. Um, all this good stuff. Here. No. Showing you also how it works. So in CP does work differently a little bit, and you have to make sure you do catch a lot of Pokemon. That's how you get experience in this game. But that's not only how the trainers also give you experience. The gyms obviously give you experience, but depending on how much you catch, you can send stuff to the professor in this game as well. Professor Oak and get candies, and also you can level up your stats that way to get stronger as well. So that's the thing too. So they actually went back to the old sprites for the Pokemon, and they actually rendered them up a bit in this game. You can buy that Onyx. We have a rival in this game. I forgot what his name is. Hold on. Yeah, his name is Trace, actually. There you go. Confirmed. So, name rival is Trace. And he is a friendly rival, unfortunately. So, all those people that wanted that jerky rival, it's not going to happen in this game either. Plus, the characters look too, we have side quests in this game, too. I think maybe because we have to watch the Slowpoke in this game for some reason over there, and I don't know why, but I mean if we have side quests in this game, I think we'll be able to do them because they added one there. It's a little mini one, but I don't think she gives you anything. She just says thank you, or she might have gave you some. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But let me see. Let me see first. Actually, she does. She gives you a big pearl. So we do get rewards for doing the side quests. So there you go. So we might have more than one side quest. In gyms now, we have also a spectating seats, which we should have had in multiple other games. You would think in the 3DS version they would have did this, but oh well, what can you do? So we do have Brock back, guys, for the gym, and in order to face him off, you do have to have a grass or water type. Now, when you read on, it does say that, hey, maybe this is just, you're saying you had to become champion, but I think, like, in this game particularly, you have to show him a grass or water type in order to fight Brock, which it's kind of messed up that people they're kind of mad about that because it's like you're forcing you to. But when you read on the text, it says he said, oh well, he's saying like in Pewter City Gym, this is what's expected. So maybe it's not expected in other gyms. Maybe you get to do whatever you want in the other gyms. So people were kind of thrown off by that. You do have your regular moves here on the side, your health bar, So yeah, and they actually cut it off before you get to see what Brock has. So I guess they don't want to spoil what Brock has in his move arsenal. They're showing off the Pokeball Plus there. Went back to the game, showing you that you can go to online, and then you can hit play with friends or receive mystery gifts like you have in most other games. And on the online feature, you choose 3 Pokemon, and that's what you use online. You do have IVs in this game, so people are wondering how good the competitive will be in this game towards Let's Go games, but I don't think it'll be as sufficient as the main games. Even though this is a main series game, it's like a side main series game, really. They went to the Go Park, showing you that off, showing that it did replace the Safari Zone in this game, which I was a little bit disappointed about that because I really wanted to see what variety of Pokemon they could have put in the Safari Zone, like the Alolan forms, but I guess they're gonna just leave that up to Pokemon Go for you to catch them and transfer them over. But if you do transfer them over, you could catch them, but you can't send them back to Go once you send them to Let's Go games. So that's, pretty much it, what I got out of that. I mean, they showed you the Pokemon Center as well. I mean, it's just the Pokemon Center, guys. But I'll show you it off anyway. They redone it. The map's over there. You can see the Kanto region actually on the map for once. A little bit better than any other game, because this is obviously Switch graphics. Better improvements. So, moving on. We also have some gameplay here by PokeJungle. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to get copyrighted, so I don't want to show it off. We also have Mew that's going to be in the Pokeball Plus. If you get the Pokeball Plus, I don't know if you have to pre-order. Do you have to pre-order? This footage showcase the mythical Pokemon Mew will be available to all players of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee if you purchase the Pokeball Plus. And it will also, the Pokeball, the Let's Go games will be in a bundle, and it'll be $99. So there you go. We have a bundle now, so you can pre-order the bundle and get that Mew. We also have the Cerebi also posting about the Mew as well, showing that it is in his index. We have Michael here that had a text dump from PokeQuest, and he ended up going through all the numbers of the Pokemon. He actually ended up listing them out. You can go all the way up to the Gen 1 Pokemon, and because also it started off in the Pokemon Quest game, you see the other numbers are going to be added later on. And if you go all the way down, I'm sorry, too far. If you go all the way down, you can see that there is a 807, and then you see the Monster Custom text file right after that. So maybe that will be the new Pokemon that we'll be getting in the Let's Go games in that little box, instead of saying that it is therefore Mew or Zeraora. Because first of all, Mew is confirmed already, you're going to be in the Pokeball Plus, and Zeraora is already out. So the only thing we haven't did is got Zeraora in the event yet, which is most likely going to be somewhat after the movie. Anyway, so no, I don't think we have. Unless I have and I'm tripping. Unless we do have Zero and I'm tripping. But besides that, this game is known to be Gen 7, but and therefore, this is basically all the information I have, and the rest of it usually is YouTube videos that I'll post that Rough Rowlet also went over. And his actual, when he first looked through the text dump, he found an 808 right after the 807 in this text file thing. So maybe I'm missing something. So, check out his video, of course. And I'll leave all of the links in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video.